excited.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Critically Average adventure, and welcome to this little corner of that we like to call the Fragments. It's a D&D 5e campaign I'm playing with my friends, and these are my friends. And hello.
Lies, I tell you.
When we last saw our heroes, they were
Say heroes.
Is that the heroes, or what? Or thinking about what we're up to?
it's a loose term.
It's very.
I think you're safer with our
Heroes.
protagonist. Is probably safer.
Protagonist,
Gathered-
yeah.
Gathered reprobates.
I'll go with that.
Okay.
Uncomfortably hot.
John, let's have a little. What do we remember?
What do we remember? We came to a horrible place in the northern areas of the Fragments to investigate a book from a lost library in a undead infested cursed city.
And then we went, oh, squirrel, and went off the opposite direction.
Well, that did happen. It's not wrong. Specifically, we're in the half expanse. We meant to go to Dakatha via teleportation. We ended up in Tantalib, which was not where we meant to be. So after realizing that it's damn hot and damn uncomfortable and damn weird, although weirdly spicy, we managed to catch a ride on a purple worm going through the Great Desert.
You took the underground.
Yeah, we took the underground, which was interesting, to say the least. I made some deals. We saved the day. We did the things we normally do. We got in the way and made things awkward. Anyway, instead of going to Dakatha or Midway or anywhere normal, we ended up going to Three Ways on the edge of the forest of Gargamel, which is having a bit of a problem with the shadow, fey, wild, undead version thereof, or maybe we're not sure. Anyway, it's going cray-cray. We're going to find out what's going on.
Describe the
As it
situation
turned out,
very perfectly. A wibbly field.
It's wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff, as
Yeah.
they said. They've got a real Doctor Who thing going on. Anyway,
I don't have my skirt on.
yeah, it's true.
I have a skirt that says wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Sorry.
Okay.
I got excited.
What am I supposed to do with that?
No, just because you said it, I was like,
yeah. So the
sorry.
Jax, you take over.
Well, so we decided to follow druids who may or may not be bad guys, and to go and talk to their druid boss people, who are actually giant mushrooms that talk through singing. So we wandered into the forest, into a chasm, had a bit of a fight, found some dead things that we had a chat with, had another bit of a fight. Then we found their guardian, who isn't guarding anymore because he's squished under a big pile of rocks. And
we're not resurrecting him or talking to the dragon.
We already have, because that's what's about to try and kill us.
Oh yeah.
And
oh crap.
We were looking at that. We were looking at the other dead people who were the other sort of elves, who are probably the mushroom people, not the mushroom people, the pudding people.
They have a different symbol on.
They're the lead ones.
The nobles. Basically, I think the guys who've been cursed.
The Enchipar ones are probably the pudding people, and they maybe caused the place to collapse, squishing them and the dragony thing.
That makes sense.
We had a poke around, and then shadowy things sort of woke up, and the dragon got up, and
I hope the dragon's on our side, but I doubt it.
Pete with an undead dragon on one side of a hill and some shadowy things on my side.
Oh yeah. We're all kind of like one side of the pile of crap, and
got a great big collapse from the center of a chasm, of a cavern. Sorry, that has fallen in.
Oh, how good is Charles's turn undead? And does he have it? at all. I don't actually know Shine anymore.
It's a basic cleric ability.
Oh, cool.
Hmm.
Let's see how good this is.
It's Charles. It's perfect. What do you mean? Ye of
This is
little
this is
faith.
my believing place.
Ye of little faith.
I have very little faith. It's true. This has actually been proven.
You see, either you have little faith or you have a lot of faith in Charlie and his ability not to manage to turn things.
Column A, column B.
Excuse me. I believe what actually happened.
Answer is yes.
The last little moment.
Brown trouser time. That's the last little moment.
Was the dragon sort of wings
Boom!
moving out
Woo!
and a big
Yeah.
claw?
Big
Oh,
paw,
kind of
thunk.
Moving
Oh crap!
as if nothing was in its way. And then a snout emerging from the heap of rubble. And then attached to the snout, face, and eye that blinked at Killian. And Killian actually finished it by saying, "Hi."
Hi.
Yeah, and there was a puff of dust where a goblin used to be. Pew!
Hi.
Yes. Killian, a giant spectral, see-through, misty form of a dragon eye just blinks at you, and you just said hello to it, or hi, being more specific to you.
Hi. In Draconic.
In Draconic. Oh,
Yeah. Hi.
We can start.
you
1 second. I'm struggling to hear you.
Who, me?
Even though you're right next to me.
yeah, dogs are having a little bit of a thinky there.
Toby! Could you be any louder, mate? Bed. Oi! Bed. Thank you. Sorry. It was right in here.
That's all right.
Go on. Yeah.
Yeah, it blinks at you, and there is a glimmer of recognition for a second.
Only for a second.
It kind of, when you get that restriction of the pupil.
It's like a lens.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Oh, it's going to be really slow to me now. Oh. Yes, it nah.
That's good.
I know. Go me. So it's literally just its pupil kind of.
You can see like this side of a face.
Uh-huh.
This great big eye just closed and blinked at you.
Toby. Away. Tobias.
It blinks at you just for a brief second.
Uh-huh. And it kind of recognizes.
Yeah, you get like, when you can read the language in the face of this creature, you're familiar.
Sorry. Oh. Would it be an investigation? That would be touching, isn't it? How would I go about? How would I go about?
How would you go about? I'm interested.
How would I go about trying to figure out what exactly this shadowy form is? I want to know if it can hear, if it can see.
Yeah, like a split second really to do this, but we're going to have to pause for a second because the child is now emerged. Oh no, going straight through. No, it's a quick one, just straight through like a little lightning bolt.
Wow.
You would take this as some sort of spectral form of a dragon. You'd know that immediately. It's quite obvious.
Yeah, I know, but like, can it interact with us?
This is the first time I think you've ever encountered a spirit. So I don't think you'd have anything to Well, I don't know. You can make me an intelligence roll. This is the first time you've ever done any of this, really, Killian.
Intelligence. Waffle.
Toby, go on your bed. Sorry. You're on the prowl like a little furry shark.
He's been. He spent
Little-
literally all day sleeping, and now we're playing. He's like, I'm gonna get up and in.
Ooh!
Now's the time.
You have heard tales of people being able to communicate with dragons.
Dead dragons.
Dead dragons. And the dead.
Mm-hmm.
And when in a ghost form rather than actually raising them from dead like you've seen Charles do.
Mm-hmm.
You know that they can communicate and they can hear. They seem to be aware, but sometimes not 100% there.
Like
They're
me.
here, but not all there.
Like me most of the time.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Well, they see
I think for
through.
me too.
Possibly like you know, when I don't know if you've ever spoken to anyone who's had a concussion.
I've had people talk to people with dementia and Alzheimer's, but never had a concussion.
Oh, is it like when you wake up from an operation?
I was thinking that, like anesthetic.
Yeah, is it like that?
Well,
Don't know how to speak. There's a hydra column. I've got a couple of seconds. What are you doing?
What happened? Don't do a low growly voice because that hurts my throat hearing you do that.
It says,
wow.
That's it.
They don't hurt anymore.
But what happened here? What caused this?
it kind of flicks its head to the side, and around your side you can start seeing these individuals like gathering their swords and looking at one another. The spirits of the elves the other side. They're kind of trying to catch their bearings, folks.
Oh, I certainly manifest daggers in my hands. It is not good. And take a defensive posture.
I love how Erwin's like, don't trust it. They'd be like, hey, mate, you're right.
I'm the other side, so it's like your dragon side. I'm like wraithful, sword wielding elf side, which is nagged. So I'm like,
Right, good night. Love you.
I love me too.
I love you too.
And it says,
Friends.
and it's trying to like clear its head.
Friends. But foes. Betrayal.
Definitely.
Do I know that the... Sorry, go on.
Oh, definitely. Well, I'm assuming that this is all happening in Draconic, so Jax
Yep.
is hearing random
Growl,
voices.
snarl,
He's hearing
growl,
something else.
growl. Yeah.
There's ghosty things on my side with swords, and I understand them. I hit them in the head.
Morning.
Do I know that there's the ghosty things round
No.
their side? Ah,
Too thick or stuff.
okay.
We're having a conversation. We're going, die again.
So what, who?
It shakes this great big head again.
Elves. Silver tongues. For the silver dragon.
names?
Just shakes.
Huh. Your name.
You know its name.
I know, but I just want to make sure that the dragon knows its name. Dude, do you ever have concussion? You ever been a tiny bit confused?
Do you have its name somewhere?
Celetree.
What?
Celetree. Celetree. I don't know if it's SELE or a tree.
Right. That's what it says. If it says its name, that you Cemetery.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Oh, I feel like
Seconds are ticking away.
I know. I feel like I'm playing 21 questions. Very
Yep.
stressful. Oh, I don't know. Ah!
You haven't asked one of the first ones I was given you.
Which was what?
Are you planning on eating me?
Friend or foe?
That'd be
Should I
fine.
be drawing my sword? Or are we going for lunch? You know.
It sniffs.
I can't smell your. I can't smell. I do not sense your intention.
It's because you're a corpse.
Yeah. About that.
You're trying to break it to him slowly. You might be a little bit, just slightly dead.
A squish. No, I don't say that to it. You a squish.
Well, put it this way, you lost weight recently. Well done.
Well done, you. No,
You fit in several sizes smaller clothes now, but only in one dimension.
Yeah. And yet in the other direction, you really ballooned.
You've got a really good side profile, but straight
Yeah.
on. Woo, mama!
that was really
We're a fashion model blanket company.
what do they smell like?
Bricks.
It tries to think. It says of books and of the trees of Enthaven. It is where you have been reasonably informed by your druid companions that the Elves of Enshapar live. It's a giant tree.
Oh, so it was those bastards that did this.
You could.
I'm assuming. So, what exactly did they do? I asked the dragon.
You've got seconds. This is a long explanation. You need to make a more immediate choice.
What did they do to create this? What did they want from you?
When
Why?
I realized.
Huh?
When I realized
Mm-hmm.
I did my duty or attempted to.
And it kind of holds up its claw in front of its face. And holds it in front of you.
Yeah.
And sees you through its own claw.
Oh shit. He's realized.
I failed.
Failed at what?
duty to protect this place.
Where you headed? The mushrooms.
Right, so it's trying to protect that place from the evil elves. Okay. Okay. Yes.
Well,
And from your side,
Mhm.
you just see the head vanish through the rock. You guys see these spiritual elves picking up their swords, looking at you. They brandish their weapons and start taking a couple of steps towards you. And then all of a sudden, this huge dragon mouth appears through the rock, bites into their spectral forms and swallows them. And you can literally see them kind of get mushed about inside its
Oh,
spectral
lovely. We can see them
mouth.
being masticated.
And
Mm.
they kind of drift into smoke and ectoplasm, and then there's this kind of swallow down the gullet, and you can start seeing them move down this gullet, and then the dragon draws back into the rock.
There's some retching sounds. I'm not going to lie. There's some losing of a lunch. I wanted to have a word with them too. Really annoying.
Over the rock, I'm like, what did it do? Because that's all I can hear. So I'm like, oh.
Pretty much. Unless Jack says something, I'm just going to be.
Which is Charles your side? Charles your side, I think.
Yeah, Charles is your side. Yep. Because you're healing you from being crushed.
Oh yeah, you got squished.
Yep.
Yeah.
You were nearly a good side profile.
Yeah. But you haven't been able to understand a word of the conversation
No.
that me and the dragon have had.
Nope.
oh, what? Owen, do you need healing?
No.
Go and see what's on.
With him. Charles runs around the corner.
Tell me what happened. Owen's being terribly sick.
Why?
What did you see? What was it?
I just point at Jack's. My face is basically buried round behind, obscured by a boulder and a math
boulder.
that's probably
Convenient
steaming
vomit
up.
boulder.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'll let Jackson.
I don't quite know what's going on. There was elfy ghosty things that were about to attack us, and then some big see-through dragon head jumped through the wall and ate them. And then Owen didn't agree with lunch.
I see. Owen saw our dragon friend eat. I'm assuming friend, because it hasn't eaten us.
Yeah, friend.
Well, there was ghosty people coming out of the squishy people, who are the Enjapari ones, who are probably pudding people.
Are they dead?
There's like a hand and a torso, I think, isn't there?
The spectral hand runs away. Yes, there was a hand of the
There's
torso.
like a forearm poking out of one, which
Yes,
had
there
a
was that
broken sword.
that you managed to find a ring upon, I believe.
Yes, and I think we found something with the same symbol that we got off the last dead elf.
Oh,
The
Charles.
wire, the tree. So yeah, we were just
Can you
about
make
to.
me religion, please?
Me?
Yeah, because Charles
Can't.
just rolled a 3.
Yeah, sure. Don't tickle the bottom of my foot.
Sorry, that
I
was not
will
intentional.
actually punch you. That was horrible.
was not intentional.
Let's see if I can roll any better than 3.
Oh,
An 8.
Four.
So 9.
9. No, no one knows enough about the spiritual world, it would seem, in this case,
Yeah.
to know what's really going on here.
But are the things dead?
You see no evidence, Jackson or Irwin, of any of these spectral forms at all. You, Killian, can sometimes, every now and then, see, like, you know, when you get clipping on a game and something passes through a wall and you can just see, like, the edge of it, like, poking out through some of the scenery or something.
Yep.
You every now and then see, like, the edge of a wing or, like, a little swoosh of a tail. Like, the dragon's still there, but where the rocks are.
Ah, okay.
Like, it's trying to settle down or it's trying to figure something out.
Okay. So the elves that are on their side of the rock, the dead elves, are the bad elves, according to the silver dragon. That's on my side of the rock.
Yeah, they're the ones that attacked it. You get that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
But that's what I'm saying. They're the bad ones.
Yeah, you found symbols that represent Enshapar. Yeah.
Yeah. I instantly
Oh.
did like it.
Boogill and Bracket and things. So there's some ghost dragon around here. Is this your friend? Is that Cemetery?
It looks like it. It looks like. How could this be?
The elves.
Why would they turn? Why would they kill one of our guardian beasts?
Because they're probably pudding people, but we can't really tell because they're squished, so they'd have broken bones anyway, so you can't test them.
And the dragon said something about I say what the dragon said.
Being betrayed.
Yeah. And the silver
Tongues.
ones?
Yeah. You know the phrase to be silver tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was
They
just making
successfully
sure
lied to him.
that-
Yeah, to
Yeah.
be quick tongue.
We come in peace. Oh.
So the silver tongue.
That's our stick.
Come in, please. Shoot to kill. Shoot to
Very
kill.
much.
Shoot to kill. We come in, please. Shoot to kill. Start to kill. Sorry,
This man is showing his age.
got it on vinyl.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna put it on then. For the intermission.
Don't you dare. I'm nuts. No, don't you dare. Yeah, I said what the
It's life, Jim, as we know it, as we know it, as we know it. Life,
Yeah.
Jim, as we know it, as we know it,
silver
Captain.
dragon and all of that. Yeah.
If they've done this much damage here, and it said it failed, did it?
Yeah.
Oh,
That must mean some of them must have got by.
oh. Well, looks like your higher ups are trying to silence the lower downs.
They're
I
not
think-
higher ups. They're just the ones that sort of.
You don't
could ask
send warriors to kill a dragon if they're not incapable of doing so. They're expending a lot of energy and resources to silence someone.
It's all too terrible.
Killian is just glaring at the elves.
We don't know if your bosses are the ones corrupted or the innocents being silenced. We should hurry. And does anybody have any water? I'm a little dehydrated.
Yeah, it's the nice glowing water from the blood.
Not going to drink that. Not going to happen. Point of very, very nope.
It's
Charles
fine.
will produce a flask and you can sip from it, and it contains regular water not harvested from mushroom land.
I sip it and enjoy it, and yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You have either side of this rock face to
Go away.
traverse.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna skin your dog alive.
Toby, that's
To make
you.
it, it's like a nice little waistcoat.
Yeah, it would make an attractive liner for a waistcoat. Get on your bed.
See my
Go.
loafers for my goopers. Was that will skip my shoes.
Go away.
Cruella de Vil. Get on your bed.
I think I'm more child. I think I'm more Mr. Burns actually.
Oh.
The thing is, he's
See my
white.
vest, be my vest, made from real gorilla chest.
Bed.
Get on your bed.
Stop staring at us and get in your bed.
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 We know you're going down.
It's like the Gutenberg exchange, isn't it?
I'm glad you think it's funny.
Nah, not at
I'm
all.
sure they do too.
To be really honest, next time we do that, I'm going to comment it. I'm going to do some commentary.
Yeah.
Here
you
we
just-
see.
Yeah, just like dub us, like
Obviously,
Japanese.
it's lip sync. Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah, you're like,
Yeah, Jack, you take on B, and I'll take on Pete. We'll see what happens.
He's such an arsehole.
Um,
He's now just
yeah,
glaring
you
at
can
us.
move. You can traverse either side
On
of this
YouTube.
rock face. Although I would suggest still carefully, because we have loose ceiling blocks as we've.
Loose.
You have loosed.
No, I thought you went loose ceiling.
Oh,
Just a pause. We got a loose ceiling.
Yeah.
Loose.
Women.
You have loose end ceiling pieces. This
Okay.
cavern is unstable.
Unstable.
Yeah,
Unstable.
is unstable.
It's
small-
Dunstable.
Yeah, it's the small
Not so small. Dunstable.
hamlet of unstable.
Oh, Unstable. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, everyone knows Unstable.
Unstable.
Like, break it. Is there like another route that's not fallen in?
This is this is the only way that we know through.
I mean, very, very poor guardian. If you could just go around them.
Well, there might be another guardian down another tunnel.
I turn to the elves. Do you happen to have a spare? Then I stop myself and I realize that they're really upset. And I slink off into the darkness like an idiot.
So can the ghosty see-through dragon guardian still?
And I'm
Really?
glad I'm away from that conversation. Oh my god. I mean, he's dead, but
No,
maybe we could use his spirit.
they approached the. What were you rolling? What are you trying to do? Where are you at? Over there. Killian, what's that out for?
To make the GM paranoid. Right, I
Yeah,
approve.
this is not the way it works.
Yeah, no, oh, totally is. Totally is.
What? What are you rolling?
No.
What are you attempting to roll for? What do you want to know?
To see if there was another
What do we want to know? There's a question.
hidden entrance, exit, passageway.
An investigation is what you're making.
Yes.
What did we get over there?
I
11.
can't- Yes.
No, there's a solid rock face around here.
Yeah.
The others on your suggestion of can you protect this place, Owen? Jackson, sorry.
Jackson, no, I'm not Owen.
The
I'm not
It was Owen. Jackson.
Celetry's friends and cohorts in the form of the elves Fugil, Foss, and Brekir approached the rock pile and approached Killian.
We're close to Dragon. Do you want to take over?
Did you spoke to it? Oh God! The dogs are on it. Hold on.
Sure, no problem.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody. Yeah. So you have these two routes round. You can still see like Killian. You kind of get the impression from the way that the kind of edges of this dragon that you keep seeing coming up through this thing. You get almost like an impression of like as the elves of Marmiala have approached you, and you glance back towards where the dragon head emerged, you get this kind of like feeling like it. You sometimes you'll see like the front end, and then you'll see the back end. You always see it like doing like like when a dog goes to sit down.
It's getting comfy.
Yeah.
Well, that's terrifying, but moving on.
Now, I want to ask,
Yes.
the bits of this dragon that are currently exposed that we
Very
can see-
few bits because a lot of the room is filled with rubble.
Yes, I know,
Too very sad.
but is there a
You want to see a claw?
yeah?
I'll say yes for the sake of
Yes. Can I have it?
what the dead dragon claw.
Yeah.
While the spirit of the dragon is right there.
Yeah.
Yes, Killian. You may make a survival check to see if you can salvage a piece of a dragon.
This is not going to backfire on us whatsoever.
Do we just roll initiative down?
Thinking that.
What did I do to the stepbrother?
To his heart.
Yeah. Can't get to the dragon's heart. So you take the claw.
I see. This is Dragonborn logic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or more importantly, this Dragonborn hates dragons. And Dragonborn. It's true, actually, to be really honest. You ran away from your home. You hate your family.
No, I hate some dragonborns.
The only thing.
Most of the ones you've met so far, in fact.
5.
In fact,
You walk over and
historically,
start
all of
trying
them.
to remove this claw that's about like this from this dragon with like a dagger down the side of it. And the guys from of Marmiala are like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Let the dead be at rest."
But this is what we do.
What do you mean?
It's what we do.
What do you mean?
Take a bit. That goes back. Dragon goes. This bit stays.
It is
Charles will make a roll. Come on.
Go and get 20, get 20, get 20, get 20. So one in it.
He did get one. He got double digits, though.
Woo!
He rolled
And
6.
He rolled 11 in total. It's 11.
Nice.
He was
Double
a-
digits. Good for him.
it is sometimes my elven friends a culture between the dragonborn to take a part, normally the heart, and return it to the mother.
Yeah.
Or family. Or nest.
It's what we do.
Okay. It's like a funeral rite.
Like a dragon, right?
Yeah. Do you want you to be struggling there? Do you want help them?
He's
Sorry.
not using it anymore, and surely it's better to get used.
I'm gonna have to be.
Well,
I'm
it stays
going
here.
over the rock.
If it stays here anyway, that it probably will get used because there's spore in the air. But carry out what you must do, Dragonborn.
I'll give you a hand, Killian.
And between the two of you, you manage to loose this piece of claw. As it comes away, it's kind of like it's black, like jet black, but it's got these like fine silver like lines that run through it, like in the grain of the bone. In the pocket. Do you not want to give it to Jax with a bag of holding?
Yeah, but no other elves are around.
Okay.
Don't trust them fuckers.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I'm interested. Did I find any more of this shattered sword that got cold and sheared off? Because that was what I went round here to do.
Mm.
you went round. The thing got disturbed. Did we do an investigation roll for it? I cannot remember.
Don't know, because I think that's why Erwin came.
We didn't. Yeah, we didn't get around to it.
I
'Cause
think
things
Erwin-
got weird.
I love that. Things got weird.
if you, I'll let one of you make
Not
it with
unfair,
advantage
not untrue.
if you would like. Whoever's looking, if someone tells someone that they're looking, you can. do it.
I will help Erwin look. I will lift up big heavy things so he can have a look underneath them.
You're going to
Okay.
ask me to ask because I got distracted and decided to make my way through and see if I can't find a way through the passage. Unless
Okay.
you call me back.
I was just gonna have a quick look and see if there was any of the broken sword bits.
Why? What do you think he'll show you? I say, looking down the passage.
I was thinking about trying to put it back together.
Turn. Personal project. Do you like the look of it or something?
Elves make quite good stuff, or some elves do. So I thought I'd see if I could fix it.
Are we looting the dead now?
Well, we've already got half the sword. It was whether or not we could find any bit that broke off. We got the handle and the broken bit of blade.
I'll give you a cursory investigation.
Please do. Roll that roll. That I
How
crave.
about natural 20?
Oh!
You mean this bit, this bit, this bit, this bit, this bit?
Like,
So 28 in
You-
total.
you're standing there asking him, and actually, you can see the other blade behind Jax, where he's like looking this way. You're like, is
Yeah.
this it?
It's more like, there you see it? Oh, there it is. I was like, so
You
okay,
know
fair
when
enough.
magicians get
Lift up
caught,
your left foot. Lift up your left foot. Just step it. You're standing on it.
you know when magicians get coins from behind
Mm.
people's ears. Like,
The whole fucking sword. There you go.
Is this your sword?
That's the sword I picked.
It's in your spleen. There you go.
Yes, you have these pieces.
Cool. Is it better to go down this side, which seems to be safer with the elves on, or that side where it's falling down with the dragon on?
That's what I was investigating for your sword obsession.
Let's
Okay.
have a survival check from Erwin.
Okay.
Goes around.
Well, I'm actually not that bad, no, stuff. I'm not actually that good. Double digits.
Do you want some help? Because I can, in theory, help on that, I think.
No, I got 11. The answer is probably.
I can help. It's good.
Do you want me to roll as well, or do you want to roll with
I
the dragon?
think Erwin can roll with advantage.
Oh, cool. I'll do it again.
Can.
Ooh. And then I got. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, okay, 17.
17. That is much
Yeah.
better. You believe that the more stable route is the route that you are going down, the one where the.
No, I think this way. The
So-
elven side. This much wider. Seems that they concentrated their attacks on the infrastructure around the dragon. This is a clearer, safer route. Not safe, but it's safer.
Am I able to get up and walk around now on me dodgy ankle?
Yeah. You are
Okay.
slower though, like we said. You hobble a bit.
You're not running anywhere anytime
Charles,
soon, but you can walk just fine.
You are around him if you want. Or he'll just link arms with you. Come on.
I love the dynamic that Charles is so desperate that Killian is his friend. But I've never seen Killian
I've
show
never
any
put
affection
all my weight on
whatsoever to
Oh,
Charles.
Charles is going to make a strength check.
Killian's my best friend, and Killian's there going, no, he's not.
Charles is going to do straight up strength.
No.
And Charles rolls a natural one on his strength check and falls over.
Let's go. Brains himself on your arm.
Yeah, so Charles falls to the floor.
Oh, Killian! What have you been eating? Gosh, you are one heavy dragonborn.
It is the crawler.
Oh, I see. Okay, help
He's gained a few pounds recently.
me up, please.
Climbs up.
I find elves would you like me to say something here? I am a cleric after all of
I just walk past.
Oh, oh, that was a heavy pregnant pause. Habakkuk, after all, of good question.
of the gods. And
I save.
While you're doing that and distracting the elves,
Yes.
I'm gonna head to Jax. Not think of your name then. I'm so sorry.
Not written, not down there, written down.
I-
Jack's the awesome. Let's be honest, he is
I
all
know.
inspiring.
I may have my glasses on, but I still can't read that tiny little
You
text.
should just call him the awesome.
The awesome. Yeah, I head to
Okay with
Jax
that.
to give him the claw to put in the
Baggy bag.
yeah. Because
The sac magique.
I want the elves to still think I have a hold of it.
Okay.
Because I don't want them
What?
I
You
don't want them to
Run.
about the is it the bag of holding
Okay.
that
Yeah.
Jack's on?
Yeah.
Because there's stuff in it.
A lot of
And
stuff.
after
Dodgy
what-
stuff too.
Yeah. What the dragon told me, I now just do not trust the elves.
Any elves?
Oh no, because they're
Me?
obviously high society thieving gets.
But this may be
This is Dragonborn Prejudice, I think.
prejudice.
Yes.
Prejudicist.
But to Killian,
Yeah.
he doesn't see the difference between those elves and the ones that did
Yeah,
this to the
No, I understand that.
the
Yeah,
dragon.
yeah, I think that's very good.
So he will go along with them because they are leading them to where they need to be, but he does not trust them. He
Doesn't trust them.
yeah. So he doesn't want to know. He doesn't want them to know where that claw is. He
I
wants
don't
to-
think they're very much in the loop, but at the same time, I don't trust their bosses.
Yeah, and this is the thing. If they're the ones that are more likely to talk
Because
to
well,
guys higher up,
well, that's kind of the point, is it? So either they're the victims or the guys who attacked the dragon had it in the right, you know.
they could be spies without knowing that they're spies.
They could be dukes.
But yeah, Killian just doesn't trust them.
Yeah,
So
okay, that's cool.
yeah.
I am quite happy with that. So
Sorry,
Charlie's saying a
that was
few words,
quiet.
and Charlie's obviously quite an engaging character. I'll let that go and happen. I really like this idea. Sure.
So did they decide whether or not the ghosty dragon could be a guardian or not? I'm going to ask Killian and Owen.
No, earlier Owen's heading down the
You're-
corridor. Yeah, I'm heading.
You
I'm
have them
scouting.
up.
I'm scouting.
Like, they'll say, yeah, don't. Well, it was very good of you, Charles, to offer some words of peace and of rest, but this place still needs to be guarded. To find another dragon that would be here with us would be quite difficult. Killian, Master Dragonborn, you could speak to it in its own tongue.
yeah.
Might you entreat it and ask if it is willing to watch this place even in its spectral form on our behalf?
Hey,
Is that draconic?
yeah.
It's almost like a comforting sound, like
These guys want to know if you were still be guardian of this place, even though you're you.
Charles Lacey goes, don't use that word. a head snakes out of the rocks, everybody, in the center point. And you can see this great. It still somehow shimmers with the silver scales.
Show off.
Killian.
I believe them. I feel my red wolf thin, and the beyond calls to me.
Killian, if your dead dragon doesn't know or doesn't want to be guardian, ask if he knows the blue one that's flying around the desert, because they may cover guard it here instead.
Okay.
Jax, you are amazing.
So
Good God.
to the dragon.
Yeah.
So look,
No, blue.
right. I
So look right. That's how you parlay with an ancient dragon.
Hey.
A beast that
Hey,
has.
hey.
I did call you over like, hey. So
Oh, Killian, Lord.
look,
Yeah.
right. Hey,
Start of a song that is.
okay.
Oh, Killian.
This is our base character as well.
I don't trust them either.
It glares to the.
You want me to eat them too?
No.
Yes, everyone. What? No,
Well,
maybe. No.
you can, but not right now. We kind of need these guys to take us somewhere that we need to be. It's the only reason that they're still alive right now. Is they're being quite useful.
They are functional.
Yeah. But
That's a grim way of putting it, but I love it. Functional.
love it. But there will be some coming through that won't be functional and may want to try and do what those ones did. You can eat them.
Very well.
And before you find out another way, I may have taken your claw,
I saw.
take back, not to them, but to take back so our kind have it.
To be with Archive.
Yeah.
That is good of you.
See? I turn around to Charles. No, to the elves.
No one else understood that.
The last of my kind. Dwell in the northern mountains. Near Slavet. In Caduce.
Thank you. I will make sure they know.
Sorry, what was that in Canoes? In Slavet?
It's I asked Pete to write it down because sometimes I can't fully understand what he says in that voice.
That's fair.
I live with it.
Slavet in Canuce.
I live with this, so it's just,
But then
Wow.
he lives with this.
wow, that's insulting. I mean, it's like
There's no insults. I fully understand that my like practicing voices just pottering around the house. Being like, what are you saying to me? Oh, I'm not. I'm just reciting like a bit of text that I might say one time in a game at some point because I thought it sounded epic.
yeah, I did. I've done the same thing at work, and I got called. I got called to one side by my boss, going, "You okay? Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm
Can I have this squeaky voice?" And it's like my little, because I played a little slime who couldn't speak, so I was, So I was actually like practicing this voice, but it had almost language. So it was like I was singing Bohemian Rhapsody in that voice. Like that. And just to myself, trying to practice it while I was washing up and doing pots and pans and cleaning, it's the pot wash. And basically tap on the shoulder and goes, okay.
You replied.
Yeah.
Sid,
Better than they phoned you an ambulance and thought you were having a stroke.
Yeah, well, maybe. It wasn't an easy voice. I pretty much
I'll
was
be
having a stroke by the end of it.
downstairs, and I'll be like thinking, like, I'll be saying something, and I won't even realize I'm doing it. I'm just like, oh yeah, that'll be good, and I'll just be saying stuff out loud at work. Yeah,
And then you
like,
turn around and someone's looking at you going,
yeah, are you okay? Yeah, don't worry.
but yeah,
It says for a time.
Yes.
Then I shall watch over this place.
Yes.
Until you tell me to pass on. I can't dwell here forever because my thread is thin, and I must pass on to the beyond.
two years from this date. 2 years.
There's but a blink of an eye to one such as myself. Very well. For you doing me the honour of returning part of my body to those from which I am spawned. I will do this, your bidding, for this time.
Thank
We
you.
have an agreement. What do they call you?
What do you mean? What do they call? Oh, does the dragon ask me? What
Yeah.
do they call? Oh, so what do you mean? What do they call me?
What do they call?
Killian. Cross up. Sorry, that just it was like word from it. I'm so sorry. That was just
The croissant king.
No, croissant boy!
Oh,
Killian, no, croissant boy!
I still think it should be Killian Norm Croissant King.
I'm so that
Oh,
just
God
came-
of pastries.
I'm so sorry. That just it
That's
just
okay.
I had no control.
Couldn't stop myself. It just
Um,
popped in there. Popped in there.
Recognition when you say the first bit, Killian Norm. Like,
I don't say croissant, but that just came out my mouth. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
you
I don't
totally- you
actually
totally
say
say,
croissant boy.
Killian's totally hungry.
Oh yeah.
Awesome boy.
it will
What?
say
Nothing.
Oh,
That came out.
one
Whoops.
of the Southern Dragons, one of the kin of the Southern Dragons. I wanted to meet you, and thank you for doing me this honor. It's just my only regret is that I didn't meet you in life.
and do you know what? It's the first time Killian will ever show respect to somebody. He will bow.
I'm glad I missed it. I missed it. Oh.
Killian, Charles will.
Send it.
if mobile phones were a thing, Charles would be like, they need to see this.
Yeah. No, Charles will actually watch
live
you
streaming.
bow, and he will take the knee. He will take the knee and lower his head, and now he will start saying the words.
Yeah.
And sort of allowing this spiritual dragon to pass from this place when its duty is done. He's saying,
Is everything okay? Have you resolved? Is it staying, Killian? Will it watch the panels?
Yeah. But it's like before I pick up one of the little rocks and I'll throw it to one of the elves and I'm like, you got 2 years from today, sort it out. That's a
what's the stone for?
You got 2 years from today. sort it out.
What's the stone for?
Just because I could. But I don't say that to them. It's me saying it.
Oh.
Just...
It's cryptic. They're going to have to figure it out themselves. Yeah,
It's a symbol.
it's good. I like it. Symbol. It is. Follow the shoe. Follow the gourd.
And so we move on. We move down the left-hand sided.
Yeah, I'm probably in trouble by now.
Way.
You guys coming and fighting some
Owen is now. No. Owen.
cocoon somewhere by some giant spider going.
You know that goblin that got taken over by the mushrooms and then got killed and then brought back to life and then killed again by this thing? It got brought back to life by the mushrooms and Owen's now fighting that like, yeah.
Oh, if I saw that, you'd know it because I'd be coming the other direction. I quit. It's not worth it. I'm out of here. Bye. Straight the other direction.
No.
Nope.
But as you move,
Have your money back. I'm done. I'm going home.
after you move forwards again through these underground tunnels, there is a familiar feeling, Owen.
Oh God.
That you get. Do you remember when you first came into Gargamel and you were sort of viewing Gargamel and seeing this dystopia
Yep.
forest? You were seeing this ruined, tattered forest, and there was just birds and things flying through, and you did the whole thing where you're peering through the veil. It's got a kind of a feeling of almost like silk against the skin when you're near those places.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can feel like not like spider webs, but something akin to spider web and silk, like kind of brushing against your skin, like you're passing through these veils. You get a similar feeling like that, but you don't feel you've passed through anything, but you feel there is something of a place to move through.
Well, I stopped dead. As soon as I feel it, daggers out, look around.
You see that the corridor ahead opens up somewhat, and you feel the space to your right, where the last of the rockfall is. You feel that that's where it is. You can feel that is where it emanates from.
I will step away gently and slowly till I get to the edge of it, find its edge, find its boundary.
Yeah, you think it's underneath some of this rockfall, that there is something happening beneath some of these rocks, but you feel like there is too much to shift oneself.
Hey.
You would hear that as you start approaching everybody.
What?
There's something here. Some force. A presence, a sensation. Like upstairs in the forest.
Not the ghost dragon.
And turn
Not
to you,
the
my lamp and eye goes, how would I know?
No, not the mushroom people.
Again, same answer. How would I know? It's all
we
new
know
to
how
me.
good Killian Norn's rolls were last time. So we have an Arcana check from the magic users, who will probably get
I was
out.
going to ask the druids if they know what it is, because if they've been down here, they might recognise it.
Yeah, it's fair.
So-
It feels similar to when you pass through the veil when you pass into one of the bubbles, but I don't know.
That's
Well,
probably not good.
Charles doesn't know. Or it could possibly be.
Arcana check, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, have the bubbles come down this deep, or
They have been known to be here, but they seem to be rising to the surface, like bubbles do, really.
Well, that's new.
but then if it's come from below, is it not coming through here to go up?
Like
Just-
bubbles from the red stone.
Oh, Killian, what was that?
18.
Oh, boy.
Kick ass.
And wouldn't you have had more bubbles than the forest did then if they all rose up?
Elevator going up.
They join at the surface. Killian, the feeling you get when you look into this rock place, into this rock fall, is a feeling of the dragon almost, or like it's almost like you can see like a tether heading into this place. Like you can sense a magnetism from the dragon to this area beneath these rocks.
Oh. So is it like, can you see? Is it like
You don't physically see it. You kind of
you can feel
you
it?
sense it when you as you reach out with your magical energy, your magical awareness. But you don't see anything physically. Jax, you do feel it. You feel like it's under a couple of boulders, but like in front of you, possibly. Like if you just shifted something here, you might be able to see some sort of get a clearer picture of what is going on.
Leave him alone.
Yeah, Toby.
Okay. And there's still like rockfall in this bit, so I can just start shifting some.
Yeah, you're kind of at the end of the rockfall, the where it's slid out, but you think there's still something here.
Do you think it's worth investigating?
I'll happily move a couple of rocks to see if I can find.
Yeah.
I got a question, if you don't mind. While he's clearing.
Yes.
Is that way likely to be the way we need to go? Or is it a side passage you might be opening up?
You can see that the natural progression of the cave leads further on to your sort of to the south. This is kind of almost turning back into the rock pile to the north.
Okay, so it's definitely a... Don't get too interested. We're going in the wrong way.
I was thinking more, I'd rather not have things behind us in the caves where we can't go elsewhere. So I'd rather know what it is now than when it sneaks up on us later.
Yes, okay. That makes sense.
On the ground.
Yeah, there's loads.
Can I pick one up and kind of?
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, as Jax unveils it, what it is it's crawlable into.
Okay.
It is probably about, I don't know, the size of a large beach ball.
Oh my gosh, is it like one of those tunnel slides?
Yes, it is.
You know, like that size.
Yes, about something that you can like.
You can crawl
like yeah, almost like like a.
Owen can just walk into it, and Jax won't get his shoulders in.
I'm like shaking his head when I'm like, is it like one of those tunnel slides?
Yeah, it appears like that, but as you look at it, whatever way you turn,
I'm already underground. You want to be more underground? Yay!
Whatever way you look at this object, it always looks like a two-dimensional circle.
Oh, it's like holding it. Instant death to me then.
Can I chuck a stone at it?
Yeah, you chuck it, and there is no sound of it falling.
It's either really deep or silent.
This may be a really stupid idea.
Yeah.
Can I stick my head in it?
Yes,
what are you doing?
Seeing what's on the other side. If it's good, it's fine, we'll leave it. If it's bad, we block it off, never go down there, go in the other direction.
Perhaps may I suggest some rope around your waist, just in case something on the other side decides to take interest in your head.
Can I suggest you poke something that you're not as worried about in there first and see if it comes back out?
Okay.
I mean,
Grab one of the elves and force his head into it.
oh my god!
I was thinking a sword or
I
a
wasn't expecting that. I
stick
mean, I
or
don't
a
stop you because,
staff.
I'm like, it's like, yeah, I was trying to say, you know, you don't, you went from a rock to your head, maybe a toe or something, and suddenly, wrong, or an elf.
Jack said something I don't care about first. I don't care about the elves.
Who's
there's
basically
not-
screaming at this point.
One of them
Or-
goes, fine, we've still got the other one.
I like the idea you're there
You've got
saying
spells.
this while you're basically stomping an elf for a hole.
Yeah, we've got spares, as you put it.
They are functional.
Exactly.
How tight? What are you holding? How do you do it?
Nick and just poof.
What clothing has this elf got on?
They wear like leather armor.
Were.
Okay, so lift your head up, because obviously they don't have beards. So I grab it there,
Yeah, it. Yeah.
it, as I pull it towards the hole,
Yeah.
and then I move my hand round to the back of it and I hold it.
So pulling forward, swip round, grab and push.
Yeah.
So, whoa.
I'm quite forceful with it, but I do have a tight hold.
Okay.
And I am keeping an eye on if the clothing does start to tear or anything like that, so that
Or his head comes off, gouts of
Yeah.
blood, death,
you know,
destruction.
if it suddenly goes
Can you
limp,
make
I'll
me
just pull
a
it back.
strength check?
Yeah, sure.
We're going to be fighting the other two elves soon because, oh my god, they're not going to stand for this shit. Okay, the dragon spirit's not going to stand for this shit. And it's just there.
A strength check.
A strength, yeah, a strength. So either a strength or a strength athletics. You can use an athletics if you've got a bonus
yeah.
there. I believe you do.
Oh yeah, I do.
Oh god.
This is where I get a bad roll. Bye bye.
I'm kind of hoping you do. Sorry.
Bye bye, Elfie. Bye. Oh, damn it.
What?
It's an 18.
An 18. You can feel a force, like you push them towards it and they're trying to push back.
Oh
See,
shit.
the majority of their chest is in the hole. You are holding on. You are pulling. You are like, you can feel this kind of like force on your hands, Killian, and you can see your hand like being pulled into the fog. You can see your hand being pulled in, but you maintain and hold your ground.
Can I pull him out?
With the 18, yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'll pull him out.
This elf is completely pale.
They
They have had near on
Constant nightmares.
sucked from their body, it feels like. They are very much alive, but they are shaking. They are cold. It is like the heat has been exhausted from their body, from whatever lies behind them.
Killian, none. For the love of all that is holy and pure. What's wrong with you?
They're breathing in these like shuddering breaths. Their air comes tight to them, like the fact that they breathe, their eyes wide.
I go, Charles. I get Charles' hand and put it on the elf's head. Like, do you think?
He seems fine.
Right, what happened?
Beyond the way, the after, the journey, the space in between oblivion.
Yeah, we ain't going that way. Let's go.
I stick my head in.
Why? No one's got a hold of you, you idiot.
That intrigues me quite a bit.
Can you make me a strength saving throw?
Do any of us see Erwin doing this?
You're distracted. I will let Jax.
Yeah,
do
I've got
something.
Charles.
Yeah.
Well, strength is not going to be my thing. I think I've actually want more force of will, actually. But yeah.
So, sorry, what am I rolling? Or I
You
can.
can make some sort of reaction, I guess, if you would like to Erwin going in?
To be honest, I would probably try and catch him. If he wants to have a look in, he can, but I don't want him to sort of go and disappear, sort of thing.
Okay.
That makes
What's
sense.
your roll, Erwin?
15.
15. Oh, you pop your head through and you feel the force on you.
Mhm.
And you can feel that you are being pulled in,
Mm.
but you manage to hold your ground somewhat. And with your psychic ability being quite in tune, also,
I am a literal tower of will.
yeah, you have some modicum of control with your head inside this place. You see what appears to be almost a near on infinite plane of mist and smoke and shadowy forms, like kind of drifting and moving through it, like almost without any sort of real. You don't really see walking.
No locomotion, just kind of on a tide of unknown tide. They seem to be drifting along.
Yeah, you see these mingle, mix, pass, and they seem to be on journeys, traveling places. But you see no real edifice or landscape. It's pretty much featureless as you.
What species seem to be traversing this desolate river?
Everything that you have ever seen and more.
Interesting. This is the journey between the afterlife.
Forms of them.
This is the river Styx of the world. What is the actual what is modern Salian ideals of the afterlife, of the journey, the Styx, the Stygian journey?
It would be depending on the temple that you go to, but the pathway through is the same. So the afterlife is the bit that varies, but the journey to the place is described so familiarly in a familiar way across the spectrum of religion that this seems very familiar. You would have heard stories from countless priests, preachers.
But this is dangerous territory to be exposed to the world, because no one should have this access. This is like resurrection levels of power, isn't it?
This is the place.
Because literally, if you can capture the spirit before it gets to its journey, can't it be brought back?
With enough will, maybe.
I'm going to try and exert my will to bring the dragon back.
That is flipping awesome.
I am literally a psychic being. I'm going to literally manifest the dragon's path back to life.
Oh.
I mean, it might not work.
Go on, DM.
He'll wake up with pain in his finger.
Okay. You feel that
I mean, it might be a Draco Lich, but you know.
To do this, you would have to be wholly within the plane. You must be within it to kind of, when you put your head.
Well, let's do initiative then, Jack. See whether you can catch me before I disappear completely into this thing.
Oh, I've already rolled for like holding you.
Come on. This is happening in seconds.
Well, yeah, but you poked head in and I went and made sure you didn't go anywhere.
Okay.
Oh, I'm going to slip out my clothes. I'm literally wearing a towel.
Naked. Owen into the plane of the ethereal. Right. Okay. First of all, you see from the vague portal behind you.
I might be back very quickly. It didn't work. Let's go.
You can see a silver cord before you that kind of weaves up and then into the sky, and above you see this kind of like a snapshot of a dragon would be soaring, but it just drifts like this, like through the air. ever so slowly, and it's moving a lot slower than all the others. You believe possibly that this is why the kind of time delay that Killian has put upon
Mm-hmm.
the spectral form.
Okay. I call down the dragon. I call out the dragon.
You don't hear it respond, but you remember that Killian Norn, when he spoke to it, used the language of the beast.
Fair enough then. I use my psychic whispers because I can talk to it and it does not care about what language barrier. And ask it, if it had the chance, would it want to live again?
It replies to you,
I would live if I had the chance. Not for petty vengeance, but for retribution.
Serious vengeance.
Vengeance for horrors, the most dangerous. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try and draw this.
When Owen disappears in,
yes.
Close one.
Yeah, you pull back the little
I've got
beach
an
down.
Owen dress, an Owen deck chair thing. I'm
Sure.
going to go and try and rescue Owen. So, assuming I can get my shoulders in, I will try and jump in this.
Yeah, you go. Oh,
Wait,
Yeah, basically.
oh, Killian! Charles turns to Killian, like they're having this conversation with it. Oh no, Killian!
Okay, I'm going to.
We left them alone. We turned our backs for 2 seconds.
They were left unattended.
For literally seconds. I actually got luck. That's cool.
It's like, it's not my fault I was left unattended.
I kind of like the idea that your time is going at a different speed to the time out here, because he could be like, it was long in there.
Yeah. You step through and you are in a featureless plain of grey swirling smoke with no features whatsoever. You can just about see this kind of little grey portal that kind of flickers and flares at points that leads you back to where you came, and you can see this trail of like silver cord that runs up into this beast in the sky.
Can I see an Owen?
Yeah, you see Erwin in a kind of, you kind of see like everything when you see someone about those characters is you see that they are kind of drifting, like if you imagine a charcoal painting that someone has just smudged like this, but is almost like constantly smudging, and you can sort of see that they are being blurred by this place.
Almost like smoky.
Yeah, smoky, but it's kind of like it's always coming away. Like the edges, the pencil lines, if you were to be drawn in pencil or chalk or charcoal, like I said, are kind of always kind of like drifting away. Like the edges are like being pulled slightly away.
I like that.
Owen!
Your voice sounds weird. I think you've muted your mic's gone mute.
No, I haven't. I just haven't said anything.
That's so.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, I hadn't said anything at all.
Yeah, the voice as it travels through this space, like a real voice in this space, seems to hit nothing. There is no reverberation. It's eerie because the voice just vanishes, like it's almost absorbed by the space.
Ultimate echo. Hello? Yeah. Give me a moment. I say, and literally try to will the dragon back into his body.
You
I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it'd be kind of cool.
You, Jackson, see Owen almost luminous. You see like your psychic powers appear purple, don't they? When you manifest.
Yes, I'm a dark purpley sort of Eldritch-esque.
Yeah, you can sort of see like within that smoke, as if someone is doing like adding shading, like purple shades to like Erwin's force, and you can see like he's almost like thrown a psychic lasso towards this dragon, this smoking dragon in the sky. And you can also see nearly like his words played out in you look at it and you can don't see words, but you almost feel words that Owen is projecting here through this space. And you see the cord, you see that it's got like, now it's basically got two pieces holding it to this on its wheel, against its, not against its will, but two tethers.
And this sort of shadowy thing is it reminiscent of our ghosty dragon?
You would say so, yes.
I might upset Killian. I
So would
I would like to reach into the bag of holding and pull out its claw. To sort of, I mean, I'm assuming I'm going to sort of move up behind Erwin and reach up to. Basically, I want to give it some sort of
Memento Mori.
A
Anchor.
token of its living self.
Yeah, of its physical form.
Yeah. I like this. You kind of raise it up above your head and you feel it bind. Now you two are like holding on to these things. Now, Jax, you are making a strength check because you have a physical object that you are trying to resist being pulled away. Erwin, you are going to make a check for me using probably your wisdom or your will, basically.
Intellect, because this is my intellect.
Yeah. To hold this here, please make those checks for me.
It's the pure straight up strength.
Strength athletics, because it's an athletic thing you're doing.
Okay.
For Jax, that is, and you with your intelligence.
Oh. 17.
Yeah.
Can you not add your thingy dices to that?
You can add psychic.
What?
Can you not add your dice? I don't know what you can add them to. I don't know if it's skill checks or.
It's pure skill checks.
Mine was a 23.
If you allow it, I would like to add a D8 to it.
Go for it. I'd love to
Okay.
see
Yeah. Okay, it's psychic power I'm using. Makes sense. Roll. 20 in total then. Plus 3.
You basically, between the two of you, start drawing this spectral form of a dragon, and it becomes more crisp. It's just a blur when it's up in the sky, like when you draw birds far off and you kind of just draw the two,
The arches.
the artist, the wings like this, the artist impression. And as you draw it closer, you start picking out more outlines, and you do indeed see that this is the beast that was crushed beneath the rocks. You see that you pull this creature down and down and down, and the thread, the silver thread, it seems to get thicker and stronger and more meaningful. It resonates with connection. And Jax, you hold this dragon claw aloft, and you see that the finger reaches down of this dragon and almost like bonds with it, reconnects, or sort of the spiritual form of it sits inside of it. And then another great spectral claw comes and grabs the two of you.
Okay.
It takes the claw that is now reattached and peels open the portal back to the material and pushes its way through, like being reborn through this this aperture into the material plane. And you guys are deposited beside this rock pile, and you see slinking in from the other side. What you see is a giant shadowed claw, appear out of this portal. Killian! And then you see the other hand come through, and it contains Erwin and Jackson and places them on the floor, ruddily. You see the portal being forced open, and birthing out of this tunnel comes this spectral form of the dragon that you formerly spoke to, and it slides beneath the rock surface, each of its tendrils forcing its way through, and then you hear a rumbling and a rock fall. Just at first, 1, 2, 3, boulder upon boulder, boulder, tumbling, and you hear a kind of great commotion as these rocks roll from the back of this dragon. Pebbles and rocks rain down from this beautiful creature's mane. It shakes its head, and dust runs down the crevices of its gills and its ears and all of its scaling, and it just shudders and flecks these wings that shimmer like mithril in a forge.
Do I notice that
It's undead.
it has its claw back?
Are you looking?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll notice.
Okay.
You'll notice.
Well, it's not dead, so it can have its claw back.
It turns round. And its eyes lay upon you, Owen. This thing is ginormous compared to you. It kind of pushes some of the boulders to the side.
You laugh.
Not often you get to visit the lands between. Huh? The place where the mind lives. It's where my power comes.
I did not expect my visit to be so short.
Well, there's always a cost. Always a cost. So, make the most of it.
You have returned me to life. Will my duty. I'm afraid, Killian Norn. Our deal is forfeit.
I know there's a big dragon there, but I want to look at the ripped open portal thing just to make sure there aren't any other things heading this away.
Like an undead elf going, oh, is that the door? Can I?
It does seem that the portal is larger. Something of this magnitude has made its way through.
Mhm.
Has broached this, has increased the breach.
Yeah, I'm worried that something from that side might, or lots of things from that side might decide that this is a good way out.
Nothing wants to be dead.
Is there any way you can close it?
Is there any way you can close it? Make an Arcana check, Killian.
Okay.
What do you know about shutting portals?
Stargate star. Just put a big wall in front of it. That should be fine.
Walls,
Hammer and nails.
spaceships, containing Anubis,
6.
Killian Norn.
I rolled.
Portals. A door. That's how you close portals.
Oh, to be honest, Jax is actually thinking of that because
Yeah.
this big ass dragon spirit put his hands in and pull the hole bigger. So he's wondering if he gets hold of the edge, can he pull it closed?
That is very Jack's thing.
Yeah.
You
how
opened this
how
door.
strong's your will?
Your responsibility is shut the door.
Yeah, I mean, it's this shit's all about willpower. It's like, how much willpower can he do? Can your belligerence overcome the veil between the worlds? You will close, clunk. Yeah,
Well, that's how
okay,
the
Frank.
game did it, so I don't see why it would work. So,
Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
so I might try and get hold of a side and try and pull it back in.
You're literally trying to physically
Will-
pull together a portal like this. Jackson, it does not seem to be the effective manner to do such a
Can't
thing.
quite get a grip on it. Yeah, the edges
Yeah.
are very
Yeah.
nebulous.
Well, I'm not dragon size.
True.
You're
You'll
also
have
not
to
a
look at me.
spirit.
What?
You're also not a spirit.
You haven't died yet.
Yeah.
Can be arranged, but I wouldn't really.
Killian seems very much up for killing most things. So
Oh,
if
yeah,
you need
it's
to be
true.
Dead,
Why not?
just us killing me over here.
If I've been to the death place, does that not mean I've been dead?
No. You felt like an interloper. Before your time, Jackson.
Yeah, I've got another 15 minutes at least.
Is that? Yeah, I got time for a cup of tea.
Yeah, Killian, you don't know. Charles don't know. The dragon knows. The dragon will turn to you and say,
There are keys that can be found. Some of the magi have them. Those.
Some of the what happened?
Magi, magicians,
Yeah.
wizards.
That is not what my brain thought you said. That's why I was like,
Did you think I say Maggie seasoning sauce?
No,
Maggie.
no.
No. I love that seasoning
Take
sauce.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think John's disappeared already, and I could do with nipping off the food. So.
5-minute break while
Yeah.
John goes. I will pause that.
I will be back in a sec.
Speedport.
The creature says to you, the dragon reborn turns to you and tells you that there are keys that can close portals, that can also open portals in certain places, especially where the veil is thin. I believe this place is one of those places where the veil is thin. However, this occurrence of it is unnatural.
Okay.
And when you come to think about it, all of you would not normally have found undead, or sorry, spiritual forms of dragons and elves when they just passed away. They would normally be in the beyond. They would have already taken their path, their cords being severed from this plane.
I explain all of that to everybody. Try not to let the overhear, but
Yeah.
What could have upset the balance? What could have torn reality?
Says Charles.
pudding people.
Indeed, it's possible.
We think they wield so much power?
No, but their agents might. We're talking about powerful druids of the elves. And the Feywild portals are everywhere. You put the two together, you can probably do them a number. This might be more akin to a side effect than an actual purposeful action. I say picking up my my sheet and wrap myself back in it.
An accidental tear in reality.
They're certainly doing something.
Sorry, that was me, not Killian. Killian ain't that smart, right?
He's trained in the arcane arts. I
Oh,
think that's-
yeah, okay. There you go. then.
Yeah, and you're also not unintelligent. What's your intelligence? It's not like 8, is it? It's like 16.
Not a dumb boy.
12?
Okay, so you're average. So you're not dumb. You're
Above
average. Above average. Yeah, because 10 is average.
10 is average.
Hmm?
Yeah, 10 is average.
Yeah, 10 is average. So yeah,
No,
you're above
I-
average.
I think your assumptions are quite correct. I think they're quite
See,
astute.
Well, Cemetery, now you're back and you're going to guard the Japar mushrooms. Can you guard this thing in case anything comes through too?
It's my charge, yes. My knowledge of things that exist beyond the veil.
can you talk to Jackson?
He can if he chooses to, and he does.
Let's be honest. Dragons, they got 18 intelligence by default. They're smart boys.
Apart from white ones, I think white are dumb.
Actually, no, they're about average human, but makes them dumb in dragon forms. Like, you're about as dumb, as smart as a human, which practically, makes you almost, handicapped.
As a dragon, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, look at him, he's so simple. No. You're only as smart as a
That's the one
human.
you get to look after back at the Norn household.
Wow.
Big old stupid dragons with the intelligence of humans. How annoying, Killian. They're like
Oh, that makes sense.
clean up the poo. As a young dragonborn. Killian with the biggest shovel you've seen in your life.
And that is why the noble dragonborn Killian Norn left. Because, yeah, I'd
Rather
have
than
gone,
you
fuck,
did like doing every
F
job.
this noise. Marry.
Tired of shifting dragon shit. Like this.
You clear the area and the dragon comes, just lands and says it's
Marches
done.
off.
Be like, done, I'm out of here. I'm done. Noble family, huh? Great tradition, huh? Take your tradition and
Just a farm. It's just a farm
yeah,
with
yeah.
these great, like, grazing dragons on it.
Do you know what? The way it's been described so far, sounds about right.
It's proper
It's like
hillbilly.
a farm or safari park, or one of the two.
The guy walks out with like a bit of like straw, with like an axe right over his shoulder. What you doing on out here?
I think it's more safari park. I'm half expecting the sound, the theme tune for Jurassic Park to be playing.
Go on, spit your shirt out everywhere. Belly.
Yes, so
I just shit on it.
And another question,
Oh.
were there just two of the Japar ones that came and tried to kill you or did kill you and then we unkilled you? Whatever. Were there only two of them or have some more got through?
there were 7 in the party, it says.
So there's still 5 and they're the other side and heading towards the mushroom people. So we should probably do that. Are you coming with or are you staying here?
I think he replies, I think the portal is a danger here. I shall
We
watch
can
it.
handle it. But
Oh.
we should not dawdle any longer. We're giving them more than enough time.
Come on, Bracky, you've recovered for long enough now. We got your dragon back, so let's move. And we'll double time it.
I know, I just grab his the scruff of him and just force him forward. Like, nah.
They're trying to like supplicate themselves very much in front of this
No,
dragon.
no.
Like,
They're trying to past what's just happened. It's just all too much.
Yeah, they're like they are now looking at you in a
Reeling.
different light as well. You sense from them with your passive insights that they almost hero worship you guys.
Nah, they bet.
Well, we
Terrified.
can always cure them of that.
Yeah, just watch a
It
thing.
is apart from Brock here who got shoved through. He is petrified of Killian. He doesn't
And
want
that's-
to go
he's fair, that's
anywhere
fair.
near that Dragonborn.
Which unfortunately, because Killian seems to be like, oh, I'm going to glom onto you like, no, you're my new pet.
Back
Come here. You're going this way. Do this, do that.
Right.
No.
Wait, is it his mate up at his foot up at through his own head?
Yes. Yeah.
Says a lot, really, doesn't it?
God's
Just don't
sake.
like them. No, okay. Right.
Yeah, moving on. Yeah, Els.
So
The
Oh,
fact
dear.
that he was still alive and this guy's almost died twice now.
yeah. I like it. So you proceed
Tell us a lot.
on through.
Said that. Yeah, just look.
And
Okay.
the dragon does come with you. for
What?
some-
Hey, cool.
He says,
I will come to aid your passing over the chasm.
Thank you.
Another one, because we went over the one that turns things to stone.
This one is not bridged.
Neither was the other one.
The bridge is
Explain.
broken. Someone has destroyed the bridge on this side.
And elf.
They must not mean to return.
That's more disturbing. Though, to be honest, they seemed utterly determined to do what they're doing.
Did you chew on any of them when you were fighting them?
Some of them
Did any of them taste like calamari?
Texture, were they spongy, gelatinous, tentacled?
I didn't get that at all.
Yeah, that was weird.
had the scent about it.
Interesting. Wow.
A peculiar smell. Something old.
We've like sort of encountered various pudding people thingies. Is
Yeah.
there any kind of smell that we would associate with pudding people?
We spelt their guts a few
When
times.
they popped and they're tentacle monsters.
Yeah, it's a sour kind of smell. It's like a combination between rotting lemons and rotting bananas. Over colours.
I mean,
That
to be honest,
smells quite kind of nice, actually.
I'm quite
It
happy
has
to
that
sort of,
dust. Have you ever opened a bag of lemons and they kind of got that dust that kind of goes up your nose? It's very fine powder. It's horrible.
They cause spores. That's fungus.
Yeah,
You
that
shouldn't be. You shouldn't be breathing.
No, I
that.
know. I don't go around sniffing mouldy lemons. It's not like a hobby of mine.
but you know, given the
Puff.
shot, you know, the shot,
Yeah.
you know, you might give it a puff or two.
Yeah, if I see a mouldy lemon, I can't resist.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not
Um,
true.
I will, as much as Jack's, you know, I will try and describe it in Jack's terms to what he thinks that these things smell like.
Like a farmer's market by the end of the day, sort of thing.
You will confirm.
Okay, they're bad, and you need to kill one. Anything that smells like that.
They're literally trying to end the world.
They're part of the moor and the pink crystals.
An invasive being from another world has invaded our world and is trying to well, do something. We don't know yet, but it's bad.
Yeah.
Very bad.
In fact, you're probably old enough to know when the pink crystal thing crashed.
Oh. Yes.
Or
Well, we're trying to stop it.
you know this world. It's not as it once was.
Yes.
Is greatly changed.
Yes.
Can I help you?
On Friday, library. I need to bring both of my library books in.
It's not Friday. It's Saturday tomorrow.
Next Friday. Leave it on the
Yeah.
table. Up to bed, you should be asleep.
Mm.
It's almost 10 o'clock.
Night night.
Night night.
Goodbye. Go.
Go, child! Be gone!
It's the weekend. You're allowed to stay up late at the weekend.
Don't you
No,
encourage her.
He says
She's not.
the world has greatly changed since the fall. Things
Need it a second.
I did at the bottom of the stairs, listening in.
Mum voice had to come out then, sorry.
they said the world is greatly changed since from what it once was when I was a youngling. The invader, the starfall that collided with Earl, remains shattered and buried.
Is there some under this forest?
Yes.
Yes. Gets around, doesn't it?
Is the bit under the forest bigger or smaller than the Shardfall bit?
It doesn't know the Shardfall bit.
Not everyone knows the great and glorious wintry wastes of modern Sal. Or perhaps. But let's be honest, it couldn't be bigger because, the Shardfall is a mountain sticking out of the ground.
Yes, that's what's been told. You child.
Love you.
It doesn't know how big this thing is, but it says it has been held in place.
Well, not for long.
There were older things on Earl, and that even something of such great power and magnitude could not wholly overcome them.
Can we just pause the fact that the game world's called Earl?
Yes.
I mean, it's not quite Planet Bob, but it's getting there.
Oh, URL.
I'm hearing Earl. E-R-U-L. It's Earl.
Yeah.
Hey, Earl. What's your planet, Earl?
It is actually is it I can't remember what book. I see I called it Earl, and then I read a book, and there is a world called Earl. It's the I'll find you the name of it. There's a fantasy book written by this guy, and it's about like a guy who falls in love with an elven maiden, and he travels
That old biscuit.
and travels across and across the Vale and following these elven creatures and hunts them. Stop!
You gave me back my weapon.
Yes, the dragon describes this that there is one buried beneath the surface of beneath the forest of Gargamel also,
Mm-hmm.
and that old things held it in place.
We'll see whether or not those old things are still around. We should really hurry.
Yes, and you do so. You start proceeding along, and you see that there is a chasm deeper than the one you came across before. There is no smoke or fog that dwells in this large crevasse at all, but you see no bottom to it.
Who
It seems deep than deep could be. You do see that there are craggy steps that run down the
Love
side,
that word.
down
Everyone loves a good crag.
craggy, rough hewn. There you go. Oh, look at that.
I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, it's craggy. We like a bit craggy around here.
Yeah, damp, moist.
Damp
craggy,
and
rough-hewn
moist.
steps.
Moist.
Now you're making me brain go all fuzzy.
Then
We were, Mrs.
uh,
Come on, spit it
down
out.
into the down into the crevasse.
Look,
Line
a crevasse.
avast.
Avast, crevasse. Nice. It's a pirate crevasse. Avast, crevasse.
The issue is, if we ever actually all get together to play, it's just going to be chaos.
I know, it's going to be fun. I like it.
Yeah. You leave the room that you started the game in 3 hours ago and find a crevasse.
Blinking into the sunlight. What week is it?
And
If
you
we
see
get
that-
anything done, we'll make one roll. It'll be like one investigation check, and that'll be it. That's all we do. 6-hour game. Yeah, nothing happened.
You see no evidence of any elves across the other side, but
Nope.
The great wing of Celatry spreads out, and he bridges the gap for you.
I hop up and run along it because, yeah, one, it's very cool. And 2, I don't want to be this side. I want to get on with it. So
Yeah. He kind of
across.
uses the inner of the wing, so it's
Mhm.
kind of curved like this. And as you walk along, it kind of, it's almost like tapping a drum skin. As you walk along, you can hear this dum, 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 as you walk
I
along.
resist the urge to bounce. Boing, boing, boing.
That's what Killian does.
Then there's this ripping leather sound.
Axel falls straight through.
Well, there goes the
Did a
neither
rock-
walk.
What's just buried in a rock slide? We haven't healed him in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, he kind of actually came out fully formed. It's kind of cool. Like I said, I was half expecting like an undead skeletal. Yeah, I live again.
But Owen multi-classes into necromancer.
Thinking about it.
Oh yeah, that's it. You just suddenly got it.
Well, I'm a
Yeah.
soul knife. Remember, my character's class is a soul knife.
Right. I think that's where we're going to stop because I can see yawns and we are babbling like lunatics, guys.
That's the game.
Yeah.
How it normally works. when we
That's how it
get-
rolls. That's how we roll, baby.
I can see yawns on everybody. So I
Yeah,
think we'll
sorry.
stop here across the gap.
Cool.
You are the other side, and you have done stuff that I did not expect, but you have brought the a silver dragon.
I
back.
didn't even know that would be possible. It was like kind of
No,
cool.
but I very much liked it because
that was
your
really tough.
thinking was ace, like in that, like
Can I do one thing before we?
yeah,
Oh, of course.
Can I bow to the dragon again, please?
yes.
Now we can see it.
Huh?
Now we can see it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just because he's now back, and
Yeah.
it's a sign of respect. Because
I
he-
think Erwin, Charles, and Jax all look at each other and go, "Ooh."
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
No. Charles would again
Charles-
bow, yeah, but
Yeah.
Charles would bow his head.
I give him a cheerful wave.
This is Jax now thinking, so a a white dragonborn and a silver dragon, so what do we get?
Oh God,
Ah.
no. It's a lead dragon. It's a white lead dragon.
Yeah.
It's
It's
a lead dragon.
basically perfect for making tiny, small scale models out of.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah,
built-
yeah.
Pearlescent.
My God, lead dragons, natural class, artificer. They're just magic item makers.
Yeah.
See,
Lead dragon.
my brain went to like pearlescent.
Oh,
Kinda
okay.
dragons.
Yeah.
They swim. They're like mermaids.
That's what bronze dragons like to swim as well.
Oh no, these ones like live in the water. They're like underwater dragons.
Yeah.
Underwater dragons. Breath weapons, air. You know, whoop.
Yeah.
Which would
Really
be
good for
deadly
taking
to-
out fish because they
Yeah.
drown.
He just drops.
Right. Okay, guys. That was lovely playing with you
That's
folks.
rambling again.
Yeah, we are so far off track.
Tuesday, what's your plan on if people are and aren't about playing or
If Luke can't make it, when we're going to postpone, and I want everyone to be there. It's not going to be a game where we can really have people
Yeah.
missing.
People out.
So,
Yeah.
so if Luke can't make it, then it's a wait till next Tuesday, see what happens. We'll just
Okay.
catch up Tuesday. We can do it.
when we can, shall we?
Yep. Yeah,
Cool.
exactly.
All right. Cool. Thanks, guys. That was wicked
All right.
playing. Love that so much. Thank you, boys. It's really
Good night,
lovely.
all.
I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.